What's going on, gang? Welcome back to the channel. We've got kind of a different scenery here for you today. We're in my kitchen, and I just got a package delivered to me, and I was gonna wait, but my kids behind the camera want to get this opened up now because they want... So we've got a slushy frozen drink maker. I envision it making adult cocktails, but we have to make a kid-friendly cocktail for this episode. So we're gonna get this thing unboxed and see exactly how it makes it. I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be like a slushie, like from 7-Eleven. I don't know how well it's gonna work. So I'm gonna see how this Ecoviva thing actually works. And it's actually, it looks small enough that we can keep in the RV. That's kind of what I'm hoping, but I don't know. Let's get it unboxed, look at the directions, and see how we can make some slushies. What do you think?
Let's get this opened and let's get making it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously I don't know anything about this thing yet, but this was in the package. Don't know what that is. This looks like some kind of drip tray. Then you got user manual, and then the actual slushy machine. I don't even know which way it goes. Probably this way.
There you go.
There, that makes more sense.
That makes a lot more.
I can tell you it's heavier than I thought that it would be. It feels pretty robust. But yeah, let's figure out. Add liquid in here, open to fill. Okay.
It's fancy.
Keep the unit running. Yeah, I have no idea how to make a slushie yet, but we'll get all this tape taken off from the packaging and make a slushie. All right, so a little more details on this. Of course it makes slushies. It's got a self-cleaning function. You can make a frappe, whatever that is. That's gonna be my wife's thing. Coffee lovers to make frozen treats. Milkshake, dairy, and creamer-based beverages. Okay, so we're not sure what this wine setting is for yet. It says beverages with high alcohol content. I don't know exactly what that means, but we will figure that out because that's gonna be the most important setting. Looks pretty neat. So there was a sticker on here that I already took off, and it said let this thing sit for 2 hours straight up after receiving the package, and that's similar to coolers and whatnot that have a compressor. Because this does have a compressor in it, and you want that compressor to settle down from shipment, and then make a kid-friendly slushie. See how it works out. So we're gonna plug this thing in, and we're gonna do a cleaning cycle on it before we put any kind of beverages that we're gonna actually ingest. Got an LCD screen with the power button. So you got all of the touch, like LCD touch functions, and then we're gonna do clean. So this machine holds between 16 ounces and 64 ounces of liquid. And I think this is around 64 ounces of just clean water. Hopefully there's no leaks anywhere. 64 ounces. All right, let's close this thing. And I don't know what exactly is gonna happen, but we're gonna hit clean.
I think it just turns without getting cold. It just agitates without getting cold, is what the instructions said. Do you have to press start?
Oh, probably. There we go. Well, interesting. We're cleaning it now. Once this is all done, we'll get this thing wiped down and I guess sanitized is the best word I can put it. And then you got to run to the store to get Kool-Aid. Yeah. Because Mom won't let me make an adult beverage yet. We have to make
the kids won't let you make that.
We have to make the Kool-Aid slushie first. So we'll come back after this is clean and make a Kool-Aid slushie, I guess. So.
You can always add to it.
You can. But you have to be careful on the ingredients, because if you have too much alcohol, then it won't turn into a slushie. If you don't have enough sugar, it won't slusherize. Is that a word? It
will freeze unevenly.
Right. So you gotta make sure that your ingredients are balanced, I guess. So in the instruction booklet actually has some pretty good ingredients and how much sugar and how much alcohol and whatnot to put in. So yeah, we'll check back once this is all clean. Quick trip to Walmart to get Kool-Aid, and a lot more stuff came home.
I was hungry. And these you have to add sugar.
Right, so we got, what is this, grape?
Yeah, and they didn't have a whole lot of flavors that already like had the sugar included. And usually the kids like grape, so.
I'd say we do black cherry first. That's my favorite. See how that works.
It doesn't matter what your favorite is.
Well, that's true.
It's about the kids.
All right, so we're gonna use this Kool-Aid with sugar already added. And we're gonna make 1 quart. So we got one of these capfuls of Kool-Aid, and then she's putting 1 quart of water in. We'll get that mixed up. Pour it in there.
Is it open?
Yeah, so pull it, yeah.
Oh, and it goes that way, I
Yeah,
guess.
so you gotta kind of pour it in slowly.
Did you say 2 quarts is the whole thing?
Yeah, 2 quarts is 64 ounces, so. At least according to Google, Alexa, whatever she is.
Don't say her name too loud,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
listening. How long does it say it takes?
Well, so according to the paperwork here, frozen drinks in 60 minutes or less, and it'll keep up to 12 hours of runtime for frozen drinks on tap. So I guess once you turn it on and it starts making slushies, it'll keep doing it for 12 hours to keep it slushy, and then it'll cut off. So
What is this?
that's the handle. So if you lift up, you can slide this whole thing off to clean it.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we're gonna start it. So I'm gonna hit power and then just hit the slushy.
Yeah.
And the default thickness is right in the middle, so we'll keep it there and hit play. So it is what,
35.
So let's see if by 4:30 we have a grape slushy. All right, 4:20, 4:21. And I'd say this thing has made a slushy. It's gonna be kind of hard to see on here, but it is definitely Slurpee consistency, if you know what 7-Eleven is. So I'm gonna let this thing just continue to run though, because you can kind of see there's a few chunks of slushiness, I guess. And I think that auger is gonna chew it up a little bit the more it runs, but technically I think we could go ahead and make ourselves a little cocktail, but I'm gonna let this thing run just a little bit longer and then we'll get the kids down here and test it out. All right, Mom's gonna pour this for you.
What do I do? Just pull
You just
it?
pull it back. Maybe I've made it too thick.
They'll like it like that. They'll eat it with a spoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one thing that I did. I turned the thickness up. I'm gonna turn it down though. But how's the flavor?
Good, probably.
Good.
Is it? What do you think, Ella?
You excited?
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
You gotta get one. There's none in here.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so I think this is gonna be a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of like Slurpees or Slushies or something. Jake, come try this.
Okay.
You want to start too long?
Yes, please.
There you go.
It's definitely.
If I try to drink it
bowl?
like that, yeah, it's gonna, yeah.
It definitely looks less like clumpy.
Yeah, that's like 7-Eleven slushy.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, a few lessons learned.
Really good.
I don't like the thickness level, increasing it. I thought that I would, but I actually like it less thick on the Slurpee setting. Maybe for like a milkshake, but I think this is the perfect setting for actual Slurpees. So I'm pretty pumped about it. It works great. Just takes a little bit of tweaking and kind of figuring out exactly how you like your recipes. But I do think adding a little bit more Kool-Aid and maybe even a little bit more sugar will make it a little bit sweeter than just straight up Kool-Aid that you would normally pour over ice and drink as a drink, you know? I think you need to add a little bit more sugar when you freeze it to make it really sweet like a true slushy. But overall, this thing worked great, and it's pretty cool. So, as always, link will be down for this in the description. And it says, before I hang up, it says cool right here, because it can sense that it's to the proper consistency. So it's gonna stay like this at the cool setting for 12 hours and just sit there and twirl that little corkscrew thing. So it's pretty cool. Daughter likes it. But. All right, gang, we'll see you soon.